tonight. I have joining me on Skype tonight a member of the APC and a lawyer, Mr. Daniel Buala. Thank you so much, Mr. Buala, for joining us today. The kind of dynamics coming into this race as we see it today, the kind of politics that played out in the 8th National Assembly. Some people will agree that the 8th National Assembly did their best. We're going into the 9th National Assembly, and the body language of the president, the meeting, and the outcome of today, how would you assess it?
Well, thank you for having me. 2 days ago, I was on NTA where I pleaded with the president to personally be involved by ensuring that he talked to these people. And I don't know if that was a coincidence or that the president also factored my plea. I was so excited when I heard that the president today had a conversation with at least 2 or so of the candidates. Now, the reason why this is imperative, to be honest, and why even I raised that issue is because at the party level, the ball players, leadership of the party, the approach given to the selection process was quite, I would say partly unfortunate, because the provision of the party's constitution regarding the emergence of leaders is either by direct or indirect primaries or consensus. Now, I believe that how the party arrived at this individual might be construed as being consensus, which I doubt, because Senator Alin Dume, I have personally sat with him and I discussed with him on this matter. And his grudge has always been just one thing, that if the party had asked that all the candidates be given opportunity to debate issues, and then at the end of the day, the party should conduct a miniature election, let the popular candidate be selected going to the National Assembly, that he would have been comfortable whatever is the outcome of the election. But in this case, that was not done. It is like individuals are handpicked and they say, these are our leaders, and if you don't like it, go to another party or leave the party. I don't think that is a way forward in a party that is ruling and a party that wants to prove that the approach PDP has adopted over the years is wrong. But because we are on the twilight of the declaration of the 9th National Assembly, I felt the need to urge that the president intervene. And I believe that the personality of the president is such that if he has spoken, or if he makes the effort to speak to people like Alin Dume and the rest, they will definitely hear him. So what I don't know today is whether Alin Dume was reached out to or whether he refused to, but the involvement of the president is very, very good. And I believe that by the intervention of the president, we will not see the spring of surprises. Otherwise, to be honest with you, I have done all the calculation. Had the president not intervened, on that day you would have seen a joker. But I'm happy that the president has taken that bold step.
Well, it might be good for the APC as the president intervenes and we see a major contender, Senator Danjuma Goje. By all means, is perhaps, from what we understand, that he's getting a lot of support from the PDP. The PDP might be having a block vote behind Senator Danjuma Goje, a former governor. You have almost 12 governors or more in the 9th National Assembly. So Senator Danjuma Goje will have a lot of steam behind him in that race. But a lot of critics have said the fear they have going into the National Assembly, 9th National Assembly, is that the endorsement some of these candidates are getting, if they come through, they're probably going to be a rubber stamp of the executive.
If you ask for my opinion, and I will say that even at the risk of what people consider as political compensation, I will say this, because that is the truth, and the truth must be spoken. I personally feel that Senator Lawan is not the choice of the president. Even if the president had decided to use Lawan, Lawan may not advance the objective and the wishes of the president. It's a fact that I know. But this is the choice of the president. We have to respect that. Now, as far being rubber stamp of the president, my concern has always been these 2 principal officers that are chosen at the Senate and House of Rep level. Let me be honest with you, are not the choice of the president. So they will never be rubber stamp to the president. My fear has always been that there will come a time in this government when they will even constitute themselves as a problem to the president. It's my calculated analysis. I may be right, I may be wrong. And that is why I felt from the beginning the president should be involved in ensuring somebody that is loyal be the one that emerges.
And we've widened the scope of the conversation now. The Senate President position for the 9th National Assembly, 8th National Assembly is over now. The speakership position also is a major contest. Mr. Daniel Bwala has been talking to us. He's a member of the APC and a lawyer in Abuja. From Abuja studio, he's the chairman of the members-elect on the APC. Honorable Olubunmi Tunji Ojo joins us from Abuja studio. Thank you so much, Honorable Tunji Ojo. We have just a little more time to talk. But it does look like it's going to be a turbulent one in the election in the House of Representatives, especially for Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila, because you heard Senator Itanang there. All things are not settled as regarding House of Representatives speakership position.
Well, thank you very much, Sheung. And good evening, Nigerians. I want to assure you it's not as bad as you think it is, because Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila has widespread support across all parties in the House of Reps. Don't forget that the speakership election will be conducted on the floor of the House on the 11th of June. It's not going to be conducted, on the pages of newspaper, on the screens of TV. I can tell you emphatically that as at now, of the new members, of which I am fortunate to be their chairman, I'm privileged to be their chairman, we already have over 180 new members that have signed endorsing Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila. I mean first-time members, emphatically first-time members that have endorsed him. And I know a lot of our ranking members, our returnees are with him. So the election in the House of Rep is pretty straightforward. We have the figures to win the election. I think at our last count, we have 269 269 members elect that have endorsed him. So the issue of the House of Rep, by the grace of God, as I said the last time I was on this program, lightning will not strike twice in quick succession.
Okay, so
Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila on the 11th.
Honorable Tunji Ojo, you've said this before, but the dynamics of what is happening every day is what we are looking at. And the benefit of experience of the past is another issue on the table right now. If you look at what is happening, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila has already picked Wase as his deputy, so it has put him in a very tight corner for him to make any negotiation with anybody. As he runs now, there are nobody in the presidency saying that people who are running against Gbajabiamila have been talked to step down.
Well, Sheil, that's what you know. The party, as I've said, is working behind the scene. But politics, more of politics is played behind the scene rather than on the TV. If you had been told a couple of days ago that what happened today was going to happen, you wouldn't have believed. But believe me, politics is a process. What happened today, I'm sure I've been in the offing for quite a while. Same thing, and I know a lot is going on too behind the scene with regards to the House of Rep. And I also want you to know that the coming in of Honorable Wase has actually added so much quality and so much credence and so much support to the candidature of Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila. Because as Governor Rufai said, the major threat we had, the person that has also formidable. There is also a formidable force in the House, is Honorable Wase. And the two leading lights coming together for an election, it's fait accompli. That is not that we are taking things for granted. We are working, we are talking to our members. Yes, we have the number to win, but we want everybody on board. Our target is joint task. Okay. Nation building is a joint task. We want everybody on board.
Thank you so much, Honorable Tunji Ojo. But let's close the program now. Mr. Daniel Bwala, in 20 seconds or less, your view on what is happening in the House of Reps, Mr. Daniel Bwala.
Gbajabiamila will win the election, and he will win with a landslide. My only worry is that he may be distracted by litigation after he wins. Ahmed Lawal will win the Senate. I only urge the president to call Alin Dume for the last time and talk to him so that the PDP do not strike, because I don't trust PDP.
Interesting permutations from Mr. Daniel Bwala. Sometimes I listen to you because you said something in 2019 before the election, and it does look like it's happened. So that's how we leave it, everyone. We'll be watching and give you all the details right here on this platform. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I'm Sean Kimale. Bye-bye.